Hey, what's going on? This is Andre Sweeney, the Life Specialist. Welcome to the Get a Life Show, the show that gives you the tools and principles necessary for an outstanding life. Today's segment is called Marriage for Life, and today's topic is called Healthy Ways to Relieve Stress. Listen, in a nation where there's over a 50% divorce rate, this segment is dedicated to keeping couples, males and females, married for life. You remember that part in your vows where you said to death do you part? Well, I'm here to help you do that. Now, we all know that marriage is not just a bed of roses. It can be a stressful undertaking. Marriage is work. You have to intentionally do things to make your marriage successful. And one way that we combat stress is creating healthy outlets to make sure that we keep our sanity. Listen, there are things that you're going to have to find to do as couples together that relieve stress. And also there's things that you're going to have to learn how to do separately. And listen, that's okay. If you need to go take a drive, sometimes just to relieve some stress, do so. If you need to go exercise, get out to the gym and pump some weights or do some cardiovascular exercises, that's fine. If you have mutually acceptable and agreeable friends, it's okay to let your wife go hang out with the ladies as long as they're not man killers. It's okay to let your husband go hang out with the fellas as long as they don't promote him doing you wrong. That's perfectly okay. There has to be outlets. There has to be other entities for spouses to plug into besides each other. It's okay. Eventually you come back. You come back with a clear mind. You come back with a clear focus. You come back with a clear slate. And you're able to talk better. You're able to communicate better. You're able to listen better. You're able to have a better understanding because you went away and you refreshed yourself. And now when you come back to your husband, you come back to your wife, you're the better person for it. You have to devise intentionally ways to reduce stress. For some people, that might be reading a book. For somebody else, it may be just going into the other room and watching the big screen TV and watching Kobe Bryant and the Lakers dominate the rest of the NBA. Whatever it is for you, do so. It may be singing. It may be simply playing a pickup basketball game with the fellas. I don't know what it is for you, but you got to do it. And you have to put those things in place. You have to schedule those things. You need to spend as much time with your mate. That's great. But there are certain times that you need to schedule. Hey, where can I go to relieve some stress that's healthy? Because if you don't, what'll happen is you'll find unhealthy ways to relieve your stress, like extramarital affairs, like talking down your spouse to your friends, arguing, things that are counterproductive to staying married for life. So if you don't intentionally do healthy things, you will by default begin to do unhealthy things. Listen, marriage isn't easy, but it can be a lot workable if we're smart, if we're intelligent, if we're intentional about what we do. So find those things. Talk to your mate. Sit down with the checklist and say, hey, let's come up with some healthy stress relievers that we can do together and some healthy things that we can do by ourselves that we agree upon. I think you'll come out far, far ahead in your marriage. This is Andre Sweeney, the Life Specialist, and I'm here to help you get a life.